Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's Leading with Purpose Friday Digest. I wanted to revisit the topic of authentic leadership and how we can identify our own authentic attributes that make us a powerful leader. Again, these are elements that are unique to us. They are not a one-size-fits-all kind of approach, right? What works for one person may not work for another. And so there are common attributes that are often associated with authentic leadership, and those include having a really high level of comfort with being honest and transparent. Authentic leaders find it pretty easy to lead by example because their decisions, how they view the world, their ability to connect and relate to others is based in their core values. They understand and have explored what's important to them, their purpose, their mission, their personal mission as a leader, what's important to them. And so with these foundational items, authentic leaders are able to show up and not only be effective in a lot of situations, but also be nimble and adaptive in situations because they've got that foundation of understanding and being comfortable with where they're really strong, their strengths, but also areas that they know that they need to work on, that they don't have a high level of expertise in. They're willing to be humble about what they know and don't know, and find a lot of joy and curiosity in seeking out new opportunities to learn and grow from others around them, from other tools and resources, from new experiences, getting outside their comfort zones. So as we are working to build these authentic leadership attributes, there are some realities that you want to make sure that you think of. Number one is being a great leader, finding that authentic foundational element of a core value, or identifying your strengths or areas that you need to work on doesn't show up overnight. It does take time. You will make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Leaders are human. You'll always face challenges, challenges to how you approach the world, challenges to things that you thought you knew or believed, that you may need to reconsider or take new perspectives on. But also, you need to be flexible and open to that growth and change. But it's a tremendously powerful step, or really series of steps that you'll take throughout your journey. And, we can certainly help you talk through and identify and start to practice those various elements that make you, that allow you to bring the best version of you to the table as you lead and influence others. So along the way, be kind to yourself, seek out diverse voices, be patient with yourself, be persistent. Always look for the next possibility for yourself, but also be comfortable in knowing that who you are today is tremendously valuable as well. So as you move forward in your journey, please stay in touch with us at Dame Leadership. We're always looking to build purposeful leaders and make an impact on the community around us. Take care.